Today on X-Play. Move your feet.
My feet hurt.
Challenge your mind.
Not alone was he in the geographical Southland.
And look at boobs. Get violent with lesbian undertones. It's game time.
Prepare to be reviewed.
Adam Sessler. Morgan Webb.
Prepare to be reviewed.
Prepare to be reviewed. This is X-Play.
They done lost their marbles. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Hello and welcome to X-Play. Now you may be noticing something a bit different.
I've changed conditioners. I know, you guys have been making jokes about my hair for some time, but with this new bounce and sheen, look out world.
It's very nice. Also, it's our 400th show.
We don't keep track. We just have a segment producer who's autistic and counts things a lot.
Also, we have a new set with a giant sphere on it. Do not be alarmed. The sphere will not try to eat us.
Rotating our new logo to find magnetic north. It won't bother us while we review games.
Games like Dance Factory, which we won't actually be reviewing, just previewing.
Which is like a review, but it has a P at the beginning of it. It's also less judgmental.
We'll actually be reviewing Mega Man Powered Up, which brings the magic of the original NES game to the PSP.
And we've got Brain Age, a game about math and saying the names of colors really loud.
It's way more entertaining than it sounds, but you know, it doesn't really sound entertaining at all, does it?
No, it sounds like they took second grade and made it a game.
Yeah, well, just wait for the review.
All right, later on, we've got a review of Rumble Rose's Double X, a glorious tribute to the fact that women have boobs.
Evolution is full of wonders.
Yeah, but first up, a great man once said, to the beat of the rhythm of the night, dance until the morning light. Forget about the worries on your mind. You can leave it all behind.
That man was El DeBarge, who was a huge celebrity in the early 1980s when we just couldn't get enough of effeminate R&B singers.
While Mr. DeBarge's fame has passed, his message lives on. Dancing can free the soul.
That's why we decided to preview the spirit unbinding power of Dance Factory.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak like me?
Sometimes you just want to dance, dance, dance. And if you prefer dancing at home with a game, then keep your peepers locked on this early look at Dance Factory. Our interns can't stop dancing until it's out. I'm serious, they can't stop.
I love dancing.
Keep going, just a few more weeks until Dance Factory comes out.
My feet hurt.
Get back on that dance pad! Yes, girl. Thank you.
I like the way you move.
Even at this early stage of the game, Dance Factory is a solid DDR replacement. After some serious contract negotiations, the up, down, right, and left arrows are all back for another appearance. Although I heard the left arrow had to go through rehab first. You may notice a decided lacking in the song list. There are 5 songs. 5! That's because Dance Factory has a new feature that's been on the wish list of DDR fans for years. You can load your own music into the game. And Dance Factory doesn't just give you the option, it demands it.
Guys, I brought you some new music.
Can I go to the bathroom?
No talking!
Dance Factory will be able to analyze every new track of music into a routine. Techno and hip-hop seem to produce the best results, but you can really throw anything in there.
On the X-Play board.
You better like my game.
On the X-Play board.
Even spoken word.
There's so many things I like about you.
An opera. Each CD you rip into your factory of dance unleashes a beast that is supposed to live inside the disc. I wonder what kind of creature would live on a Lindsay Lohan CD.
So hungry.
Woo! Party! You can also create your own routine from scratch by dancing along to a song. You can accessorize your creature buddies and use the iToy.
We've been dancing for so long. Charlie horse. Charlie horse.
Leave him! He's dead already.
Is the world ready for another booty-bouncing, creature-carousing, flavor-bomb-dropping game? If it does as much crap as Dance Factory does, yes, I think we are.
Woo! Party!
We'll keep our interns grooving to this until Dance Factory comes out later this spring.
I can't dance anymore.
No, can't stop. Don't stop. If he can't dance, then really he's no use to me at all. No, look, he's dancing. He's dancing. Fine.
If it's billing itself as a dance factory, then it should have a product at the end.
Yeah, I've been trying to train the interns to sew gloves while they're dancing, but they lack the coordination.
Well, that is your problem. Our interns are never going to be able to compete with the nimble fingers of Indonesian sweatshop laborers.
What's the answer then? Sex tourism?
God, no, have you seen our interns?
Point taken.
Anyway, the real money is in tech-related call centers, is what's funding India's economic boom.
Yeah, I'll start training the interns to take inbound tech support calls just as soon as we get the next dance game in.
And how long will that be?
About 2 weeks.
So, 14 days.
Or 19 Mega Man game releases.
That soon.
Yeah, well, to get one step closer, why don't we review a Mega Man game?
All right, let's go with Mega Man. Powered up.
Some people believe the best way to sell something old is to make it young again. There's old movies, old movie stars, and finally, Mega Man. With his big eyes and nearly non-existent body, Capcom must have been going for the cutest of human forms, a fetus. Before you start taking your RU-486, look past the overly cheerful graphics to find a solid platforming experience that set the building block for the series. Mega Man Powered Up takes the series back to its early gestation period when timing and jumping mattered more than squeezing every last ounce of blood out of the Mega Man franchise. Play the newer version or play the graphically enhanced original. Both versions reawaken the spirit of why we play Mega Man to begin with. The jumping, the puzzling, the split-second timing, the slowdowns. Maybe not the slowdowns. By taking out bosses with your arm cannon alone, Dr. Light picks up the pieces of your fallen brethren to gently persuade them to your side with electricity and reprogramming.
Down the middle, Hector!
Think Abu Ghraib with fewer dogs. These rebooted rebels then go after Wily themselves with their own special powers and abilities. Some players think you shouldn't kill any of the bosses,
I don't have any reason to fight you, Elect Man.
and others think you have choices since, after all, it is your game.
I can't believe it! Dr. Wily was right. You've changed into a bad robot.
We here at X-Play have a pro-death policy. Don't just kill the robot Cretan, crucify them and leave them for dead on the road to Damascus. It's the only way from deterring bosses like Tomahawk Man and Dynamo Man from appearing in the future. One of the best features about this game is the level editor. By picking up bits and pieces throughout the levels, players design their own levels and put them out on the web. Here's one we made called Life. Well, that's life for you. You could also recreate famous scenes from plays like Our Town.
Emily, psst, do you have answers to problems?
Oh God! Oh, the transition of life is so hard to me now!
Add on the challenge levels, 8 playable bosses, 2 game styles, and you'll find a game that not only gives homage to the original title, but improves on the formula. We only wish the system could keep up, but that's life for you. That's why we're giving Mega Man Powered Up for the PSP 4 Proto Men out of 5.
Fetuses are adorable. If they didn't eventually turn into children, I'd get one.
I feel the same way about sex.
Children are just like Mega Man. They start out cute and fun, and then they just keep staying around, seeming less and less adorable.
Acquiring magnet beam power-ups.
Yeah, there are a few things more annoying than a toddler with the capacity to create temporary energy-based platforms.
That's why we target our show for more mature viewers.
I wonder why we could never get anyone to sponsor games for menopausal bastards.
I don't know. Sounds so good.
After the break, see how much damage the drugs have done. And later, oh yeah. Oh so delicate, oh so beautiful. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play. Despite what it may look like, we are not trapped in an alternate dimension.
We're just in the regular dimension, where goatees mean you still wish it was 1997.
And if you're old enough to be nostalgic for the golden age of Hanson and presidential fellatio scandals, then you're probably getting on in years.
As you approach the dark threshold that marks the beginning of your 30s, it's time to start taking measures to protect against the onset of dementia.
Luckily, there's now an answer, and on a handheld device, no less. Here's our review of Brain Age for the Nintendo DS.
Meet Dr. Ryuta Kawashima. He's a famous professor of neuroscience, and with the help of Brain Age for the Nintendo DS, he's here to train your brain. The Good Doctor's research has shown that performing simple exercises like math problems or reading aloud creates a much higher level of activity in underutilized parts of your mind. According to Kawashima, the ideal brain age is 20, and the game gives you a score in the form of years. If you complete the exercises accurately and quickly, your brain age will be in its 20s. But if you mess up, your cranium officially becomes a senior citizen. Okay, I know this doesn't look that enjoyable, but we actually had a great time seeing how quickly we could pull off simple math problems. Once you start trying to beat your best time, it becomes pretty addictive. Unfortunately, other training exercises aren't as fun.
White Fang lived fat and prosperous and happy. Not alone was he in the geographical Southland.
With a title this addictive, it's a sure bet we'll wind up seeing a ton of imitators.
Ah, Dr. Kawashima. Stephen Hawking? What are you doing here? Your collection of mindless puzzles is no match for my new game, Quantum Physics Age. Here, watch a clip from the X-Play review.
In Quantum Physics Age for the Nintendo DS, you'll learn advanced principles of quantum physics.
A metal's work function is 3.5 electron volts. What is its cutoff frequency in petahertz to 4 decimal places?
I don't even know what a petahertz is. Quantum Physics Age gets a 1 out of 5.
A 1? Those idiots shouldn't even be allowed to review my game. They make regular quantum physicists look like astro quantum physicists. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, guys, we need to get back to the Brain Age review. Our only major complaint is that the technology hasn't quite caught up to the game. The handwriting recognition is mostly okay, but a lot of times the microphone's speech recognition didn't work for us at all.
Blue. Blue. Blue.
But what we love about Brain Age is that it's accessible to anyone who wants to exercise their cranium. If only the voice and handwriting recognition features worked a little bit better, this teaching tool might be looking at a perfect score. But Brain Age just missed it with a 4 out of 5.
You know, it turns out my brain is in its early 70s.
Cool, do you remember the Depression?
Yeah, people sold apples. Also, I started getting Social Security checks. Apparently, my brain isn't just 73, it's also a blind widow.
Oh, you're such a lucky lady.
I know. It also makes for a huge tax refund.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
After the break, tracksuit attack. And later on, nice. The Dairy Maids of Christ. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Milk that salvation.
Welcome back to X-Play in our luxurious new home.
It's made of backlighting and dreams, like Ridley Scott.
We all have dreams. You know, as a girl, I dreamed of being an Olympic gymnast, then realized I lacked coordination and an eating disorder.
I dreamed of one day writing a novel about my dream of one day writing a novel.
But these are the unique dreams of interesting people. For most of you, lame, run-of-the-mill dreams will suffice, like being rich.
Or owning the largest Mazda dealership in the United Arab Emirates.
Or being a ninja. And for those of you with ninjutsu dreams, here's our review of Naruto Ninja Council.
We hereby call the Ninja Council to order. Our first order of business is just how lame Naruto Ninja Council is on the GBA. Well, open your eyes, viewers. Tell us. While you're doing that, I'll take a quick nap. Oh, sorry. Naruto Ninja Council is side-scrolling tedium through the world of the Naruto Ninja Council. For those of you with lives, Naruto Ninja Council is an anime show on the Cartoon Network, and as we know, every anime show on the Cartoon Network ends up a video game. I hear they're making a Tom Goes to the Mayor game. I wonder what the objective will be. So when you pick up this game, this is what you get. Repetitive side-scrolling semi-action in which you jump, crawl, and fight, using all the magical attacks the 10 fans of the show are familiar with. Believe it! You feel the magic? This There's more of a challenge finding X-Play's new time slot than there is in this game. It's easy, repetitive, with no reason to replay it, like a night out with Mandy Moore. Sure, the game stays close to the anime show, what with the storyline and characters and all that, but come on, give us more in 2006. It's so bad, we're gonna play another episode of How Bad Is It? This game is so bad, Sharon Stone made a sequel to it. This game is so bad, it resigned as FEMA director. This game is so bad, Robert Blake took it out for an Italian dinner. Sure, there's magical jitsu or yoga or chakras or something new agey that is supposed to make the game more fun, but really, it doesn't. What can we say about Naruto Ninja Council that it can't say about itself? That pretty much sums it up for us. We give Naruto Ninja Council 1 out of 5. Shame on you, Ninja Council. Your fans deserve better.
You know, I ran for Ninja Council in the 10th grade and I lost to an exchange student from Paraguay named Esmeralda.
Oh yes, Paraguay, the retirement destination of choice for all of your big-name former Nazis.
I always did suspect that she had fascist ties.
Yeah, they are good at maintaining a firm grasp on power.
No, I mean, I always suspected her neckties were fascist. They had swastikas and caricatures of Jews on them.
Why was a 15-year-old girl wearing neckties to high school?
I always thought it was part of her culture. What?
In a moment. Oh, hell yes. Disappointed with the Duke lacrosse team, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
That's an understatement.
Welcome back. Can you smell what the X-Play is cooking?
Professional wrestling is that magical territory where athleticism and showmanship meet.
Yes, and after they meet, they take a bath in steroids and basic cable licensing agreements.
For one wrestling game franchise approached the sport from a whole new perspective.
The perspective that focuses on the fact that ladies have lady parts.
Here it is, gentlemen, Rumble Roses XX.
The midsection supremacy as the body's favorite place to amuse itself has been celebrated throughout time. Our very reality was quite possibly born of an event known as the Big Freakin' Bang. The FCC strangely hates seeing this extremely popular pastime. Strange because it actually creates the children they're trying to protect from, well, knowing how in fact they are made. Ooh, it's a direct hit to the baby bakery. Censorship won't work. Kids always know where to go when they're thirsty. Good thing Instinct doesn't have a phone. The FCC would call and yell at it.
Hello, Mom. I'm on telly.
Hey, dude, the Roses are back and ready to carpet bomb your Joe Boxers into a smoking pile of quivering rubble. Rumble Roses XX for the 360 dips a large brush into a bucket of enhanced texture and smears it all over these curvaceous cutthroats. Holy heavalums, Batman, look at them move. It's as if God himself has exhaled contentedly upon them. The characters have benefited from a 360 facelift and just can't wait to show off their new pixeled surgeries. Look how adorable. Anesthesia's showing you her soul. Don't worry, kids, if you look really close, you'll find this is not where babies come from. But what about the wrestling? The curves can only get you for what, 2-3 minutes? Then hit the tissue box? Collision detection is horrible. There's too many better games out there to look the other way in terms of Rose's fighting mechanics and submission system. They're just plain lame. They actually seem worse off than the previous Rumble Roses. Over time, if you stick with the character in career mode, their skills, popularity, and even physique will improve. Location damage like arms and legs can be done to create weak points to exploit on your adversary. That's what we suppose these lively little clouds are. As mentioned before, they've included different match types with conditions that include after-fight humiliation, which you just sit back and watch. Gentlemen, wax your engine. If you're that desperate. I mean, what's that tickling? It looks like she's landscaping her. I've heard of mow, blow, and go, but this is... And what's this? Your defeated opponent on all fours pretending to be a cat? Or is she supposed to be addicted to crack? Honey, no, sweetie, that's not the drug. That's a real crack. All of the special moves and flesh pretzel embroidery you've come to expect from the Roses will, of course, be on display. Moves like the lethal bitch slap of doom and the gyno. Everything's fine. along with Anesthesia's lovable defib move, are always a laugh riot. But they always seem to go back to the Fertile Crescent for some reason. Odd. Hey, watch it, you'll bruise the kid! Online mode plays quite well, but you're going to have to somehow get over the omission of the mud wrestling mode. They have included a crappy ode to Street Fighter, though. At the end of the day, Rumble Rose's Dos Ex clearly wants you to look and not touch, as the gameplay is frustrating. But where are 360 titles that have more looks than brains? A 3 out of 5. Hey, can you check and see if I'm pregnant?
Really? Really? Is that how you see women?
No, but God, I wish it were.
Speaking of disturbing things, it's time for viewer mail. Today's viewer mail comes from Phil. He writes, "Dear XPlay, I try to find reviews on your website, but it's really hard. You should make it more searchable." Oh, my dearest Phil, you make a solid point. In response, we have entirely revamped the G4TV.com website just for you.
So come visit the beautiful shores of G4TV.com/XPlay. Go there now. Goodbye. Go.
Such a beautiful site.
Oh, I love changes. No,